So this solo comes in on the 4 chord. So in the key of A, that's the D. And we're sliding up to start the solo just on a D double stop. A double stop is just these 2 notes together. And in this case, it's the 11th fret of the 3rd string and the 10th fret of the 1st string together. You can see it's just part of our D chord there. So we're just kind of playing against the chord that the song is on at that point in time, which is the 4 chord. So here's the shapes first of this first lick. So it's a D Mixolydian descending double stop lick. So the first one is 11 and 10, so 11 on the 3rd string and 10 on the 1st. Then 9 on the 3rd string and 8 on the 1st string, and then flats out to 7 on the 3rd string and 7 on the 1st string, then down to 5. Now that's the lick. So the technique of that is we're going to use our pick for the notes on the 3rd string, and then we're going to use our ring finger, 3rd finger, for the notes on the 1st string. And then there's some dead notes in there that follow. And so that sounds like this, the first 2. So we're playing 2 dead notes in between here. So we have same thing all the way down to that 7th fret one, and then it changes a little bit on the 5th fret shape, where we're just going to slide up into the 5th fret of the 3rd string, playing with our pick, and then 3rd finger on the right hand playing the 5th fret of the 1st string. Now that next lick is we're back to A, so the 1 chord in the progression. And we're going to be thinking about A major pentatonic. So the lick is this. It slides 5 to 7 on the 2nd string. And then you're going to play that 5th fret of the 1st string. Now in this case I am using pick for the 2nd string and then middle finger for the 1st string. And then we're going to pull off 7 to 5 on the 2nd string. And then that little blue note, 5 to 4 on the 3rd string. And then pull off 7 to 4 on the 4th string. And then I'm shifting positions here to the 2nd fret of the, playing the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. I am using my middle finger for that note so that I can get to this. And that is, we're sliding up the, again, A major pentatonic. I'm going to slide up to that little blues note there, the 4th up to the 5th fret of the 3rd string. And then using our pick on the 3rd string, sliding in, and then the middle finger on the right hand playing the 2nd fret of the 2nd string, and then back to the 3rd string with the pick. So like this. You get that dissonance in there that sounds a little wonky out of context, but it's correct. So, and then we're sliding that 5 to 4 down on the 3rd string, pulling off to 2. And then that next little lick, we're sliding up to the 7th fret of the 4th string, using pick, and just playing a chromatic rundown. So that's every note here in between. So 7, 6, 5. And then what that's doing is it's accentuating the dominant 7 of that 1 chord. So that is this note. in this chord. So we have. And now at this point, the song goes to the 5 chord. So the lick is this. Now that is E major pentatonic. So that's what we're going to be thinking about when the chord goes to that 5 chord E. Often played as a dominant 7 in that position. So we have just this run that basically goes through E major pentatonic with the blues note in it. So 7th fret of the 5th string, 4th fret of the 4th string, sliding 5 to 6, and then 4, 6, 4 on the 3rd string to our root there, the 5th fret of the 2nd string. And then, so at that point, we're still in E, not in the key of E, but on the chord E, but it's just about to change to the 4 chord, so down to D. So this lick is just, and this is an E. It's the 7th fret of the 1st string and the 7th fret of the 2nd string. And we're going to bend that note, which if you think about this E chord here, we're just getting right up, bending up to that 3rd of the chord. And then playing the 5th of the chord here, the 7. And that's a little pedal steel lick that anytime you're right here, and you're thinking about a power chord or a bar chord on the that's rooted on the 5th string, you just come straight over from the root there. So back to the solo, we're going from the 5 chord in the song down to the 4 chord. So that's that next lick. And then from there, back to the 4 chord. And the lick that we're going to play is comes out of the D major pentatonic scale. And that's 2-4 on the 4th string. Hammer on. And then 2nd fret of the 3rd string. And then back to the 4th fret of the 4th string, then back to the 2nd fret of the 3rd string. So, and then, and see how that, we're into that D major pentatonic. So again, that shape. So there's our root. So 2-4 on the 4th string. Using my 2nd finger there for those 3rd string notes. 4 on the 3rd string. 4 on the 4th string. 2 on the 3rd string. 3, pull off to 2 on the 4th string. And then down to that root of the 4 chord D right there. Now, song goes back to the 1 chord. So the lick there, we're going to start with another one of these double stops. So the lick slides into the 6th fret of the 3rd string, using our pick, and then using middle or third finger on the right hand, play the 5th fret of the 1st string. We're sliding into this here. We get some little muty notes on the 3rd string we're going to use to kind of bounce between here. And that's the 7th fret of the 2nd, 7th fret of the 2nd string, 5th fret of the 2nd string. Slide down 5 to 4 on the 3rd string. And just to there. And then pull off 4 2 to 0. And then 4th fret on the 4th string. So 3rd string, 4 2 0. And then land on that 4th fret of the 4th string. And then do the same thing on the 4th string, down to the 5th string. And then we're going to end the solo with this hammer-on run. 0 2 4 on the 5th, 0 2 4 on the 4th, and then 0 2 4 slide up to 6 on the 3rd. And then we're going to just cap it off with that root there, the 5th fret of the 1st string. Wait a little bit, and then we're going to play this lick. And that is the 7th fret there of the 5th string, and the 4th fret of the 4th string. We do a half step bend. It's a little bit tricky here with that 1st finger to get that there while you're also holding down with your pinky. So what we're doing here is we're bending into the dominant 7 of this A chord. So A dominant 7, and we're just bending right into that dominant 7 to spell that chord out a little bit. And that's that little train whistle thing. So there you go.